What if I told you that there's a simple, natural remedy to boost your gut health, your mental health, and possibly help you eliminate microplastics, but you're probably using it wrong? Today, we're going to dive into the battle between okra water and just okra to see which one packs the best punch for your wellness. For years, I have been suggesting that people take pickled okra and eat it to help with their gut health. We do a lot of work here on making sure that people are supporting their microbiome. And I think one thing that most people have been missing when they're trying to put all their effort and their resources into taking probiotics is that they're not setting the right environment for their probiotics to thrive in. And okra has been something that we've used for a very long time to help with that. Now, I'm going to share with you a little article that really inspired me to want to share this with you because so many people are worried about microplastics. And it was actually this university in Texas called Tarleton that came up with this very interesting article here on microplastics and okra. So okra, the surprising hero in the fight against microplastics. Now, I am going to share that in the links below so you can read the entire thing, but it's fascinating to know that there's so much more that it's doing. I was also introduced to this by somebody who I respect and follow a lot of their work. His name is Joseph Antel, and he spoke of mental health and okra when it helps reset that and clean out your small intestine. It really is one of the most important things you can do for mental health, which makes sense. We have so many neurotransmitters that are being made down in our gut. We want to make sure that we're getting rid of things that haven't been digested and are lingering down there and blocking our body's ability to absorb all the nutrients that our body is breaking down. So now I must caution though, because so many times when I talk about okra, of course, people say, oh, great, pickled okra, I'm on it. No, unfortunately, I cannot say that pickled okra, I'm sorry, not pickled okra, fried okra, excuse me, fried okra is not going to be something I can encourage you to do because, of course, that batter that they're frying it in, the trans fats, all of that is probably going to pretty much eliminate a lot of the value that you'd be getting from okra. So there are a lot of ways that you can get okra. Pickled okra seems to be the easiest way. And a lot of you out there thinking, well, where do I get pickled okra? You'd be surprised. Go to your grocery store and see if they have it. I know it tends to be more in the South in the United States, but it is available. And it's actually interesting. If you like pickles, you probably love pickled okra, and then you're getting all this extra benefit. One of the things that I do, of course, I do like pickled okra, but I do tend to like convenience. I do like to make things as easy for me as possible. So I have for years been using this company who actually takes the okra and puts it into a capsule so you can swallow it. And it is important to get it on an empty stomach because if you are taking that with food, the enzymes in there will just digest the food you're eating. And what we want is we want that okra to get down into your small intestine so it can help digest any undigested proteins and mishigas that is got down there that's blocking the villi on your intestinal lining that are there to pull the nutrients into your body and help you be nourished. So if you are concerned about ever being malnourished, or if you think maybe your mental health, your gut health aren't optimal and where they're supposed to be, one of the first things you might want to do is try some okra. It's a whole food. Now, okra water versus okra. I'm always going to say this. One of the things that we have been kind of conditioned to think about is what is the active ingredient? What is the one thing in this that's making all the difference? And can I just extract that one ingredient and use that? And I'm here to tell you that that almost always fails. There's more in food than we realize. And if we're just pulling out the active ingredient, we're actually going to get mediocre results at best. Getting the whole food delivers a bunch of things that we still don't even understand are in there. It's a young science nutrition. I think often when people say, well, I'm taking this high dose vitamin C, well, we've come to learn that ascorbic acid, which is usually the high dose vitamin C, is just one small piece of what you would find in nature. And you do not get the same results. In fact, vastly different results when you get a whole food source of vitamin C or anything. The way that I think about it, it's like taking, okay, this quarterback is an amazing quarterback, and we're going to take him, and we're just going to put him on the field because he's the most important person and he's the only one. He can't function by himself, and he will get crushed by the other team because he could be the best by far in the history of football. He still can't win against an entire team. So when you get whole foods, you're getting the whole team. So instead of just okra water, I would say, let's get the whole okra in there. Let's take that okra, even if we have to crush it all up and put it in a pill and swallow it, that getting all of the components that are in there to deliver the value that we're getting. I'm almost always going to be telling you about the importance of getting the whole food version of this. And I do have countless stories of many people who are having disruption and problems. They would take probiotics and they would bloat, or they would take probiotics and things would move too quickly, or they just weren't getting the results that they were wanting. And I told them, look, in order for us to really get the value out of those probiotics that you're investing in and trying to get down there, let's make sure that the environment is ideal for them to receive it. And okra has always been a big piece of doing that. So if you are doing like a gut restoration protocol, you're trying to get probiotics and you're trying to get balance back to your microbiome, if you're going to invest in all these probiotics, really think about changing the environment down there so that it's supportive of the probiotics and it is hostile towards those opportunistic pathogenic species. And we want to keep that in balance. And one of the best ways to do that is bringing okra in there, clearing out all of the mess and making sure that we're getting that right. Now, it's not everything, but it is definitely one big piece that I would want you to incorporate in that. So let me know, do you guys eat okra? Have you tried it? Are you interested in learning more about okra? I'll also put a link below for the source that I use that's just simple so that I can just get up in the morning and take it right away without having to, eat a pickled okra, so that you have access to that as well. But I want to hear from you guys. I want to know exactly what you're trying to achieve in your health, how what part of this didn't make sense to you, and what part of it maybe you disagree with, and I can actually learn from you about. So please leave some comments. And of course, if you like this, make sure you do like it and share it with somebody who might need to know about this. Have a great day, guys.